Dammy is going to be showing us the new Tellarknight cards. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to be breaking down how powerful this deck is and everything that you can do. Now, personally, I will reserve what I'm going to say about the deck a little bit later and my thoughts about it. Go ahead and check the end of the video if you want to know my genuine thoughts about this deck. Holy shit, he got that dog in him. We cooking. Thank you so much, Sav616, for the sub. Let's go ahead and see. As Venom's going second, he only has Ash Blossom in hand. Tellarknights are a deck that likes to summon level 4 monsters to the side of the field and can make some crazy Xseed plays. With only Ash Blossom, we're going to watch our opponent use Fusion Deployment, revealing the Granganol to summon Blazing Curtisia. Then activate Branded Regain into a Branded Fusion. Still got to Ash that Fusion. But I have a strong feeling that our opponent can use the effect of Blazing Curtisia here. They'll fuse it alongside a Bestial Sireneer for the Granganol. And then they'll trigger the effect of their Branded Loss, Granganol, and their Bestial Sireneer. So this is going to be pretty good. Bestial Sireneer will send a Branded Retribution. They'll send a Garua. And they'll add an Albion. So they're actually going to be pretty cooking here. Garua gets them another card. Albion will get them another card to their hand after sending Fallen Albaz. And now they'll activate Branded Opening to summon Alubert to the field, using Alubert to get Branded in red. Holy crap, this is actually not bad. They use Branded in red to add the Albaz to hand, and now they can fusion summon with the Albaz and the Alubert. Those are two dark monsters. They're going to make Lubellion the Searing Dragon. Oh, he's kind of cooked, chat. Using Lubellion, he discards the Infinite Impermanence, returns the Garua in the Albaz, so he keeps the Lubellion. He summons the Mirror Jade. Holy crap. I think if Branded Fusion was at 3, we wouldn't even have sent the Branded Retribution. We would have sent Lubellion, meaning that we could have tributed this Fusion Lubellion for that one and get another Branded Spell or Trap card. This is actually big cook. I'm a little bit confused on why we didn't use Mirror Jade to banish the Lubellion off the field and then set another Branded in red, but maybe, oh, we don't even have Branded in red targets, so never mind. What am I talking about? Never mind. Never mind. On our end phase, we will be able to use Blazing Curtisia to add itself to the hand. And that's going to be the end of our turn. I think this is solid. So let's find out what these Tellarknights do. We're going to start off by using Book of Moon on the Mirror Jade, which he doesn't use as a fact. That's crazy. We then use Reinforcement of the Army to Tellarlight Lyran. And then we activate Sakitama to normal summon itself. Vega gives special summon as a Tellarknight. And then we'll use Lyran's effect to be able to add a Tellarknight spell card from the deck to the hand, which Granganol will chain its effect. Granganol summons Proskininian. We'll add our new Constellar Tellarknights. This card says, when it's activated, special summon one Tellarknight or Constellar from your hand or graveyard. Really good for bringing them back, right? You can target one Tellar or Constellar Xseed monster you control. Special summon from your deck one Tellar or Constellar Xseed monster with a different rank by using that Xseed monster as material. Really good card for turning our Constellar monsters into different ranks, because some of our stronger Constellar monsters are a different rank than 4, even though we play nothing but level 4 monsters. Pretty cool. We're then going to use Triple Tactics Thrust into Triple Tactics Talent. We'll activate Triple Tactics Talent to draw 2 cards. We're not even scared of the Proskinian potentially stopping us. And now we'll use the Lyran in the Vega for an Xseed summon. We're going to make Tellarknight Constellar Caduceus. Now, it's really crazy that they just decided to merge the Constellars and the Tellars together. They've always been 2 strategies that were separate at one point in time. They came out in completely different eras, but it does make sense, right? Because of how they are lore-wise and everything. This card says target one Constellar, or I'm just going to say Tellar because it's the same thing. You can target one Tellar in your hand or graveyard. Add them to your hand. You can target one Tellarknight and or you can banish one Tellar monster from your hand or deck and detach from material. This card becomes that effect when it's normal summon. So it actually will give you some solid effects. We'll then activate Caduceus, banishing Deneb, and when Deneb is normal summon, we get to add. So we get to add Altarian. We'll then activate the Constellar Tellarknight, summoning Altarian, and then if this card is Xseed summon, you can target monsters on the field up to the number of Light and Dark Xseed monsters you control and destroy them. So it's pretty good. We'll attempt to get rid of the Proskinian, but Branded Opening will protect. And now we'll go into another Exceed summon. We're going to make Tellarknight Platanus. And then use the effect of our Constellar Tellarknight to rank up our Tellarknight Platanus. We'll make Constellarknight Constellar... We'll make the Tellarknight Constellar... The big guy. This card actually stops dark effects. It's pretty cool. We'll then rank up our Tellarknight Constellar Caduceus. We're going to make a Constellar Ptolemy M7. This card's actually really good, but unfortunately, we can't get its effect right now. We'll attack over the Mirror Jade, which triggers its effect. Diamond will be able to detach a material to be able to negate that effect to destroy all of our cards, so we're okay there. And then we'll use main phase 2, go straight to the end phase, which means Proskinian is the strongest monster on the field currently. Let's see what we do from here. Our opponent's going to start their turn by just switching to Proskinian and attacking over the Diamond, really stopping a lot of graveyard or dark decks from being able to activate their effects. They'll summon the Diamond to our side of the field, normal summon the Cartesia, Branded Retribution to our Branded Fusion. We're looking really bad. We'll then activate the Branded Fusion, send the Albaz and the Lubellion. Now the Fusion Lubellion's going to have some value. We'll summon Albion to our field, use its effect alongside of Branded Loss. This is crazy cook. Branded Loss will add us a Tri-Brigade Mercurier, and Albion will fuse the Mirror Jade in a Fallen Albaz for another copy. Yo! The Tellarknight player is cooking us. We then summon, or the Branded player is cooking us, my apologies. We then summon Lubellion, Mirror Jade to get rid of the M7, go to the end phase, and Albion will set a Branded Banishment. Now, unfortunately, right now we have all of our zones locked, but that isn't much of a problem because keep in mind, Blazing Cartesia can fuse off any of these cards to summon another copy of the Grangonol if they decide to play it. We also know that why they didn't send Lubellion because Branded Loss is the only continuous spell card they play. All right. Venom normal summons Vega. We Tri-Brigade Mercurier that. We negate that effect. So then we activate Lyran. They'll chain Cartesia. Now Cartesia will allow them to fusion summon again. They'll fuse both the Mirror Jade and the Lubellion. No way. Okay, I thought they played a third. They'll summon Drago Stapelia there. We'll summon Lyran. Mercurier will negate the Vega. Now, Lyran allows us to add us a Tellarknight spell. And then Outrain activates in Graveyard, which can summon itself. They'll then activate Drago Stapelia on the Lyran and the Branded Loss to be able to get a brand or card that mentions Fallen Albaz. They'll add Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Outrain will summon itself. Lyran is negated and is a level 1, which is huge. They'll next use Branded Banishment to summon Albion, and now they can fuse with their cards and ours. They won't. They'll just summon Albion. Really interesting. Maybe they didn't have anything there. We'll make Dark Teller Ptolemius. Oh my god. I hate these cards sometimes, chat. All face-up monsters on the field become dark. So immediately, that makes a card like this really good. Because now it can just negate any monster because they're all dark, right? You can detach one material and discard one card, special summon from your extra deck one light Tellarknight Exceed monster you control by using this face-up card as material. Okay. And we have a card to discard. We'll use the Baltamius, we'll discard, detach and discard. We'll turn Baltamius into a Trivere, and this card is actually the blowout card for this deck. Trivere, when Exceed Summon, returns all cards on the field to the hand. As you can see, Branded does have some pretty good cards that'll go back, like Lubellion and Cartesia, but these extra deck cards, they won't get their value, and this is what the deck does really, really well. It's a heavy hitter in that regard. It can also detach one material to send a card out of the opponent's hand. We hit the Albion, and now we go the Constellar Tellarknight to be able to summon back our Caduceus, and we're attacking for damage. They're going to evenly match us? What is going on here? Like, every time that this deck gets into the great spot, our opponent just has a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is stupid. All right. Our opponent's going to go ahead and start off by drawing a card. 4 cards in hand to our 1. We've been playing at a disadvantage this whole time. We're going to get the Bestial Sereneer. And then activate our Branded Loss. Special summon our Cartesia because Albaz is in the graveyard. Serenair banish our Mercurier, which then allows Mercurier to get another Fallen Albaz into our hand. We'll then activate Blazing Cartesia to fuse with our Fallen Albaz. Please no Mirror Jade number 3. We're going to summon our Albion, use the effect of our Branded Loss to get Spriggan's Kit. We still have not normal summon, but we don't need to. We can special summon Spriggan's Kit and attack over Trivier. Now, Trivier has have a great effect. When it's sent to the graveyard, it can target a Tellarknight monster in the graveyard and summon it. We'll summon Lyran. Lyran will then add the Constellar Tellarknights, and our opponent can't beat us this turn. So normally a situation where we would have lost, we have 1,900 life points and we're holding on by a thread. Can we still win this game? Well, we'll start off by activating Harpy's Feather Duster. We'll get rid of that Branded Loss. 2 cards in hand. Constellar Tellarknight special summons Vega. Vega special summons an Alterian uses its effect. Now keep in mind, the turn you use Alterian's effect, you cannot declare attacks. But we're going to summon 3 monsters and add nothing. They're going to ash us. Like, they have everything at every stop of the way. Okay. We're going to use all 3 monsters for an Exceed summon. Are we going to make another Trivier? No, we're going to make the other one. Constellar Deltaros can destroy a card on the field. But if we get rid of the Albion, they'll just be able to get another branded card. And they still have monsters that can crash with us? I'm not sure. We'll detach the Alterian to destroy the Albion. Keep in mind we can't attack. We'll then use the Constellar Tellarknights to rank up into Diamond. Duh! Wait, what? How do we attack? I gotta swear that Alterian said we can't attack. You can also you cannot. Oh, except with Exceed monsters. Hey, I can't read, so you can only declare an attack with Exceed monsters. And we can lock the dark effects of Albion by detaching the Diamond. Crazy. We just flipped this game completely on our heads because they're not going to get the Albion effect. They will get Blazing Cartesia, but this card also has another crazy effect. Neither player can send cards from the deck to the graveyard, and any card that returns from the graveyard to the hand is banished instead. We got them, boys! That's GG's! You're not getting another fusion summon. Diamond can be the ultimate answer against dark-heavy decks. So now they're running on the defensive, putting Spriggan's Kit into defense mode. We draw a Crossout Designator, which doesn't do anything for us, so Diamond just attacks over their monster. And now it's up to them. We have outgassed our opponent. I think we're in a really good spot. They look at their possible outcomes. They don't draw the cards that they need, and they proceed to scoop. Now, my honest thoughts on Tellarknight. I don't think that this is a deck that can easily get you to Masters 1. But if you're a person that is in love with the constellations, I would personally say plan it out. And that's all that I have for today's video. If you guys want to see a deck list, big dogs, go ahead and check out the Discord down below in the comment section as well as the description. It's going to be really, really awesome. I think Tellarknights are a fun Yu-Gi-Oh deck to play. Let me know what you guys think, though.